Hello everyone, this is Ron with the 7th episode of my full playthrough of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I am going to continue making progress towards the reverse underground caverns, like I was doing last time. This is the reverse alchemy laboratory that I'm in right now, which is, in this it's referred to as the necromancy laboratory. I'm gonna try and speed through there a little bit. Gonna deal with these stupid imps. I talked about them a lot last time. I'm just gonna use my mist to float up past these guys because they are very, very annoying. Yeah, I really don't feel like duking it out with them. I already went through there last time, so I will just go through there. Yeah, we'll hit this new save point. That's a bit of a pain, because the last time I actually went backwards to go to one. Oh well. That happens sometimes. Besides, I'm going to come back and finish exploring this area anyway, so I'm not too worried about getting it right now. The soul seal, yeah. See, I'm getting to a point where I can do it at least somewhat consistently. I'm trying to dime into that guy. But I'm trying to head to the reverse underground caverns so that I can fight the boss there and gain access to a particular item. Ah, these guys. Heart maps. Yeah, the Jackobones. They are a monumental pain sometimes, and there are some areas where the game sets up like some really devious traps with them. This stupid thing is in my way. Oh well, we'll deal with it later. Right now I'm just trying to get to that area so that I can get the item I want. Another save point. Might as well fill back up, even though it's only 10 hit points. Those Jackobones. Oh, those skeletons, those green skeletons. Yeah, they hurt. They're called Nova skeletons, I believe. Yep. And there are some pretty devious situations involving them too, where just some nasty, where there's those floor spike things that we saw earlier, or I saw, and then with them either in them or right above them. So you have to jump down into that area to reach them, but because of the spikes, you have to jump right back out, and then usually by that point the skeleton is doing its whole laser thing at you and killing you, so it's and then that knocks you back, which gets you stuck again. So before you know it, you can get stuck in this loop of just getting hit for a ton of damage, and then you die. Teleportation room. I probably could have jumped out of that in time, but I did not want to take any chances. This talisman. It has a chance to randomly negate all damage from an attack, and it's kind of neat when it negates damage. You little shadow image of Alucard go flying back. I generally don't use it. Another interesting thing about that item, although I've never really confirmed this, I'm pretty sure that that item is actually a reference to the Stephen King book, The Talisman. Its look seemed a little bit similar to it, but I could be entirely wrong on that. That's just me purely speculating on that. Get up my max life here. I'm going the right direction. Oh, those dodos. Those dodo birds. They're such a weird thing. Like, generally, if they, like, catch you, or, like, if they see you, they start running away. And you want to try and chase after them because sometimes they can drop some really rare and powerful items. I don't know if they drop the Trisogram, which I talk about a lot, but just like a bunch of like really good items. Okay, I should be able to. Yep. I'm gonna go in here, which will allow me to get to the reverse underground catacombs or caverns. I refer to them as the reverse underground caverns. It's not really accurate. It's the reverse catacombs or whatever. Let's see if I remember this appropriately. I could be wrong. I'm just trying to get down there so that I can do this because when I remember when I first played this, the very first time I did this and got to the inverted castle. I waited till the very last part to go fight the boss I'm heading to, and because he was very hard. He was even harder to kill than Dracula. That's how difficult he was. And so I waited until the very last time to the very last boss before I got him, and then like I got his item and I was like, oh man, I totally wish that I had that. Sooner, it would have been extremely useful during a lot of parts of the game. It would have made so many fights easier. That's when I realized you always make sure that I get it. Now I just got the Osifune katana. No, let me see. Yeah, that's the Osifune katana. It's a two-handed weapon. Its special attack is that. It looks similar to what the Trisogram does normally for its special attack, except that the Trisogram doesn't go forward. It just slashes many times. I don't use that weapon because it's a two-handed weapon, and two-handed weapon doesn't let you use a shield with it, so really kind of limits that being used. See, the pace I'm going, I may very well be able. There we go, bad pentagram. Pentagrams are just items though. These Venus weeds can be a gigantic pain in the ass. Ah, God. Ugh. So aggravating. And one of the things that make them so aggravating is, like, on paper they seem like such easy enemies to deal with, but anytime you have to deal with them in a situation that is less than optimal, and they just... Yeah, give me some of my health back. See, once again, a soul steal, being able to do it consistently really saves the day. I was able to kill that fairly easily, can't get a lot of my health back, and now I'm heading back into the reverse catacombs. Well, headed towards there anyway. Yeah, I have to go through here and I believe fight a boss. Hey, remember these guys? Yeah, they're just normal enemies here. They're super easy to kill, so it's no big deal. Soul Steel is such a power, it's just so powerful. If you... Or you can screw it up like that, like I just did there. Yeah, give me all that health while all of you die. There we go. That's Soul Steel's biggest thing is it damages all the enemies for a lot of damage, just overall, and you get a bunch of health back. Like you can't compete with that. I mean, its only limiting factor is it's a hard combination to do, and the MP cost. But for what it does, it's so useful. And I remember when I actually discovered that spell, it was a complete accident. Like, because I bought the spell from the librarian, because the spells you can buy them from the librarian if you don't know the combinations for them. It gives you the combination. So I bought the spell and I had the combination. For whatever reason, I didn't understand how to do it. Like, it just looked like I was like, how do I do this? And so I literally just moved my thumb over the D-pad, and this is back on the PlayStation, and until I got it. Now we're gonna fight a boss here. This is death. I'm gonna move forward here. It's gonna trigger a little bit of a cutscene.
So you've made it this far. In the name of your father, cease this foolishness.
Not while there's a breath in my body.
Then for the master, I'll feast on your soul this night.
This is actually Death's first form. It's actually not too bad. I'm not even... Yeah, his first form, it actually counts as 2 different monsters. It's really weird. But either way. And his second form just looks really weird too. What's my MP looking like now? Not to do Soul Steel, I better let it recharge. Yeah, the second form is just so weird. For some reason, his weapons like click into place. Oh yeah, the boss music in the Inverted Castle is so weird. It's like some sort of weird, like, crazy carnival music. What's this? The Eye of Vlad. What does that do? It gives me luck plus 10. Hooray! Which means I have a higher chance of getting items now. Yay! Okay, I gotta break out my little demon familiar here. So he can press the switch. Come on, press the switch, moron. Press the stupid switch.
This switch hasn't been pressed yet.
Yeah, press it. Come on. There you go. Yeah, my bat familiar is higher level than my other ones. We shall go over here and get stuff. That's so funny because like it looks like these guys two like together can be real pain. Then like separate, they're just like yeah, whatever, and just not very difficult at all. Just some items. The life apple is an item for fairies to use that actually lets them resurrect you, I do believe. But really you only get it if you're bad, so. Also, so far, talking about dying, I actually haven't died yet. Which in this game is actually not, I don't consider it as much of an accomplishment. Just because you get the saves, and if you know what you're doing, it just never comes across as too hard to me. You get the right items when you're supposed to, you use all of your available abilities, spells, whatnot, and if you die, you're screwed. You're doing something wrong. You know, with spells like Soul Steal, you never really have to worry about health. And the save points are very common. I mean, once you know what they are, it's really just a matter of just progressing through them. And so it becomes actually fairly easy, at least I think, to be able to move through the game without worrying about dying. These weeds. Don't know why the weeds are so bad. I have to attack them with the sword to get rid of them, but whatever. Oh yeah. I just got the Alucard sword. No, it's gonna say its attack is a little bit slower. But the Alucard sword is very fast. It swings so much faster than the other swords, and its special attack is actually really useful. It's this thing, where it teleports, where he teleports and does 2 quick slashes. The Alucard sword, I think it's damage type, like it just does good damage against pretty much anything, but like the Alucard sword, because of its speed, even the fact that its overall attack is a little bit less than some other things, actually makes up for it. Because you can easily swing like 2 or 3 times in the span it takes you to swing once, with even the other normal weapons are considered fast now. That's why it's the second best. The best I consider to be the Chisagrim, which I talk about all the time. Like I said, I have no clue if I'm going to actually get it or not. I would hope so. It'd be really cool to be able to show it off. I mean, I got the Jewel Sword, which was really surprising, so who knows, maybe I will, but Chisagrim's a fairly rare drop, and even when I played a game where I put in a code to have me start with unlock, it still took me a while to actually get a Chisagrim. Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to make use of the special attack and the Alucard sword. Like I said, it can be useful if used appropriately. A little bit difficult to use, but if you know what you're doing, it can be quite nice. Now I'm going to head back to... I'm going to head into here. Oh yeah, the music here. It's just got this, like, desperate, like, quality to it. It's so weird. These stupid witches. Oh my god, they're even worse than the witches. They're even worse than the witches, because I have not found a way to consistently damage them at all. And they totally mess me up all the friggin' time. Oh, hey, that worked. Yeah, so those witches, when you kill them, they turn into these little cats. those witches, they're called like solo. I hate them so much. Because like, they're so hard to even hit and damage for one, because they seem to block everything. Because they block everything in front of them. But it's so hard to just get behind them, damage them. It's just like, oh, it's such a huge pain. Okay, since I seem to be getting the usage of Soul Steel down, who knows? Oh no, not the time pickup. And the map for this place is a bit of a pain because it's so small and like squished together. Which I mean, it's probably actually like. Yeah. That blue guy, it hits. They can be a bit of a pain too. They aren't difficult to kill, but some of their abilities like affect these gigantic areas and just damage you a whole bunch rather quickly. But they're usually not too bad. It's stupid. It's those witches. Oh god. Like my idea of like the worst Castlevania ever is basically just take a room and put like a bunch of those little imps and some of those witches, and I'll hate that room forever. I'm still wearing Sprite Breaker. See, I keep forgetting to take it off. I don't remember to do that. That probably isn't helping my situation with keeping my health up because my defense is lower than it could be. But that's not a big deal. We'll just put the lock armor on. Oh yeah, those yellow skeletons. They're just variations. Oh man, come on. Those blood skeletons, they just look different than the red ones we saw earlier. Still unkillable. Oh, at least that seems to work somewhat well. Oh my god, I remember those witches just giving me such huge fits. Back before I could consistently do Soul Steel like that, so probably would explain it. Yeah, white blood, like blood skeletons that are white. And that's one of the hallmarks, like the reverse underground don't like the reverse catacombs. It's like there's just like a couple of rooms that's just completely filled with them. You have no choice but to just kind of go through them and chop them down. You're getting all that for an elixir. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted. Not really, kind of useless. I hardly ever use potions if at all. Oh, the bat food. Let's see if I can possibly. Well, yeah, right after I remember to not be idiotic. I don't really feel like dealing. Okay, better make sure I put the spike breaker back on. Just in case. What's going on? Come on. Don't be breaking on me, game. Okay. Looks like we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty here. We're gonna kind of break out of this real quick here. I shall be back with you shortly. Alright, and we're back. I'm back. Sorry about that technical difficulty. I have never had that happen before with this. I definitely do with the emulation. Unfortunately, I did actually lose some progress. My last save was back here at the mines. So, I had to come back here. It's not too bad, it's just going to be a little bit tedious to get all the way back. And simply because of that, that's the reason why I have to do that. It does kind of aggravate me, but it's okay, I'll deal with it. I just thought I may be able to actually get to the actual boss a little bit faster. And I think I may just beat that boss and then call it the end for this episode. I have to fight Death again.
You've made it this far.
I'm just gonna skip him. Skip his whole dialogue thing because I want to make this as quick as possible. Real quick, do some soul stealing on him. Okay, let's just kind of get out of this mess. I think I'm a little bit low on my MP, not a big deal, I'll just attack him then. There we go, that's my health back. Not what I was trying to do. There, we got him. Got the Eye of Vlad that automatically activates, so we will head back down here. I will get out the demon real quick.
This switch hasn't been pressed yet.
Go through real quick. My health back. Go here and then these. I don't really feel like doing anything too much. I just want to get back to where I was. And maybe take out that boss. Yeah, those bats, they can be annoying. I kind of avoided it last time. Most annoying thing is they respawn. Okay, let's get down here. Alucard's sword again. That's what happens when you don't take out the throwing ones correctly. Alright, we got the Alucard sword again. Teleportation room here. Now we will head back into the reverse catacombs. I'm gonna go a different direction this time. Get to the boss a little faster. Just cause I really want to do that before I have to end this episode. Save point. Should have remembered that. If I had remembered that, I could have probably avoided the problems or been saved a lot closer. Oh well, I am now. What? Come on. I must have been missing something, so that's on my way back, I thought. Wait. There we go. I just do not like dealing with them at all. If possible, I try to avoid them. Stupid bats. Okay, this is just an entire room filled with blood skeletons, and all you can do is just chop them like this. Let's check what my level is. 39. These enemies are called frozen half. They can be a huge pain if you let them get going and start doing their moves and stuff. This part was always weird, like I always felt like I was like inside like Jello here or something, because it's not, because like the lava is all tinted that weird color and everything, and it feels so different and weird. Anyway, let's keep heading towards the boss. The necklace of J, this is something that you do indeed start the game with. It increases your defense a little bit. I do like wearing it. There's a better one called Noglamir, which increases your defense by 15. I don't know if I'm getting that or not. I think Noglamir is just a drop. But it is out there. Yeah, I'm trying to kind of get through this section rather quickly because I don't want this episode to drag on extra, especially due to the problems that I had. Not that it's that big of a deal. I just don't want it to drag on any longer than it has to. That's the boss room. This is an interesting boss. Not gonna save just yet, because there's this over here. There's a diamond. Now, ordinarily what I would do is, I would use one of my library cards that I have to teleport back to the librarian, buy a bunch of, like, throwing weapons and things like that to use against this boss, and then come back and fight him. However, I'm not going to do that, because that would take extra time that I don't really have right now. However, I think I'll be okay, especially since in the Xbox Live Arcade version, the version I'm playing, this boss, his difficulty is drastically reduced. So this is huge guy. This putty away. But in the original game, he is actually tougher to kill than Dracula. His resistances are incredibly, incredibly high, and he deals a ton of damage. Yeah, this guy, it's mostly just a big inflamed attack. Change it. Yeah, I can't endure that, I'd die. Yeah, this guy, he can be tough, but it's just... He can be tough because he takes so large, he can just touch a big area. And then he'll do these moves that it's just like you have to really kind of go out of your way to avoid them, otherwise he will kill you. And if you can jump up and attack his head, you can deal more damage, but it's difficult to do it consistently. What I'm trying to do is get in position to do a decent soul steal here. But unfortunately, my MP keep needing to be drained. Just kind of staying alive. So I'm getting my attacks in when I can. It's not much, but it adds up. Oh man, he's really hurting me with my MP at. I'm changing something out. Yeah, you have to duck there, otherwise he hits you with them at every single one of them. I'll be fine standing right here. Gives my MP a little bit more time to regen. I'm trying to do it. There we go. That's gonna help me out, believe it or not. Get a little bit of time here to regen some MP. Yeah, that's fun. Oop. Let me see here. Yeah, let's put the Mystic Pendant back on. It's going to be much more important in the fight. Keeping my MP levels up so I can do soul steals and... I will hop here. right now all I'm really trying to do is just kind of buy some time to get my mana, be able to regen a little bit. So that I can do control skills. Drop down here to let my MP regen a little bit. Oh, I've actually never really done this way of fighting him before. I usually kind of sort of go back and forth. Seems to be working though. Here to let my MP regen a little bit. Get a soul steal, get some hit points back. That's becoming very just kind of formulaic, but to be honest with this boss, having that kind of fight with him is a bit of a relief actually. Here. Well, I think I've got him kind of like locked into a little bit of a pattern, which is nice. Means it'll make beating him much easier. It might be a little bit more tedious, but it'll be much easier. Top off my health. It seems like they may have actually upped his resistances or something. I don't know, it seems a lot easier the last time I fought him on this version of it. Oh well, I'm not gonna complain. Sure. Well, I am going to complain because it means he's harder. He's gonna therefore take longer. But it means he's a little bit closer to the way he was in the original PlayStation, which is cool in my opinion. So. Get in there. Try to make sure I keep attacking. Because really with this guy what it is it's just a big endurance challenge basically. You just gotta wear him down until he dies. You just keep working on him, and then after a while where you start to think that he's never gonna die, then he dies, so get that done, I'll probably end the episode shortly after that. Keep wearing him down. Oh crap. Yeah, I have to bring it so soon when I get the chance. almost got me that time. I know this is probably getting very, very tedious for you people watching, because I'm just doing the same things over and over, but that's really what this fight is. It's just, you just wear him down. You get him into his patterns, and then you just eventually bring him down. If you try to be greedy with it, he kills you. Soul Steel to get my health back as needed, and just working on him. Yeah, see, I kind of miss boss fights like this, where you had to get the pattern down and just kind of do it and keep it up for a while. Of course, he's just having to be stupid right now. Oh, come on. Trying to, basically using spells right now to just kind of keep hurting him. He's got to be getting down there. I mean, I've been going at him here for a while. I've actually getting a lot of attacking on his head, which is actually a good sign, because the headshots, the head attacks. The head attacks deal the most damage. And I'm kind of getting onto encouraging to sort of doing a lot, so. But this boss fight just takes a while, and there's really no way around it, unless you would have spent a lot of time grinding and exploring the other parts of the castle. I mean, you could do, but the thing you get if you wait to do this last, the thing you get loses a lot of its value. Man, come on, dude. Just die already. Now it's starting to feel very tedious, because I've got him in the set pattern, and it's like, okay, dude, I've got it, just friggin' die already. even when I screw up, it's not like it's hard for me to fix it. All I did was that. Whoa, I need to get out of here. Come on, man. Now I'm just gonna do the same thing, and I'm not gonna move, because this boss is all about playing it safe. Maybe I could get some extra attacks in, but nope. This is starting to get boring even for me, and it's probably already long since gotten boring for you, the viewers. I apologize for that, but as I said before, all this boss is just a big endurance fight. Once you realize that, you realize how to do it, and it's just you just wear him down. I think they may have updated it, because when I played the Xbox Live version a while ago, he was not this tough. Of course, I could just be wrong in my memory. Maybe I did things wrong and had more powerful items or something like that. Who knows? But it's definitely taking a while. He's definitely taking a lot of damage. After one would hope it would be a good thing that they updated it, so that he's harder than Dracula like he was in the original. I'm a wolf. There. Just messing around. Oh man, come on, dude. Just die. See, that's one of the few bad things with this game. Like, I have no way of telling what level of health this boss is at. He could be close to death. He could be near full health. I don't know. And his patterns don't change at all or nothing. Eventually he just dies. And that's that. Nope. And also there's not anything different that I have to do to, in order to finish it. It's just, I just wear him down. And this episode is most definitely going to be running long. I will perhaps maybe split this into two or something like that. I don't know. Especially the but we shall see. Really, it's really based on exactly how much longer this fight goes on. Oh, man. Come on. This is getting so frustrating just because it's so tedious and it's just like, okay, yep, I've got it, dude. Just come on, die. But nope, I gotta go through these motions and come on, man. I know I'm hitting you for some decent damage. You've got to be ready to go down. Let's see about using some throwing weapons or something. I'm going over here because I just want to try some different things. That's the bat pentagram. I'm right now. I'm just using my stuff that like damages, that like deals damage. As like throwing weapons or just deals damage. Just because it's quick and easy way to deal some cheap damage. And it changes this post and changes this fight around a little bit to make it at least somewhat more interesting. And may result in this fight ending faster, which is a good thing. Oh man, come on. Oh, come on. Oh man, totally got screwed on that one. And that's what happens when you mess things up. This guy just beats the crap out of you. Like, that was like half my health and he just did. I was like on one thing. Oh, damn it. I don't want to waste that dynamite like that. Oh yeah, Monster Pile 3. God, this is gonna be hilarious. This is what I'm gonna do. Nope, I actually did that wrong. Yeah, that's what like he throws like little like skeleton bits out. Now we got 3 more of those, so I think what's gonna be happening there. I better. Oh man, come on. I better get some potions going here. I'll get through some soul steals, that'll be cool. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, let's punch him, that's good. Ah, the karma coin. These can have one of two effects based on... Based, of course, on what side they land on. If they land on tails, it's a bit relative to anything. If they land on heads, it's free soul steal. It's like a slower soul steal, basically. It's better if there's more than one, but... At least it deals him some damage and heals me. The power of Siren, I have to damage all enemies a few times. Oh, come on, dude. You've gotta be getting there. That's one of the most aggravating things about this guy is that he can damage you simply by touching you. Okay, do I have any more throwing items to use that gets this guy? I do not know. Oh, I have some magic missiles. I can use these. Try to use them or something like that. That's pretty much it. Okay, use those. Anything else? Various food items. Library card on curves. Oh, a couple pentagrams. That damages all enemies, so I'll use those. And that would be it, so back to what I was doing. Hooray. Oh man, this is taking way too long. Oh man, I'm out of hearts too. Man, this isn't cool. Oh, come on. What was that? I keep thinking to myself, this guy's gotta be ready to go, gotta be ready to end. But it just keeps going and keeps going. Oh man. Come on, dude, just die. This fight's been going on for way too long. Like 20, like almost, can't have been almost half an hour, no way. Oh jeez, look at that, 50 damage. Trying to do a spell there. He caught me. That's gone. I'm gonna force him to at least do. Oh, of course. Come on. Oh, ouch. Come on. Nah, come on, come on. Get some soul steals off to get my health back here. Wasn't gonna do anything. Come on. This fight has been going on for far too long. Oh, good thing I actually typed the difficulties earlier then. This fight's an episode in and of itself. Yeah. Yeah. This block. His thing. Off, get some health back. Oh man, I'm probably gonna stop talking because this is extremely tedious. even for me. If anyone is even still watching this point, oh man, do I ever praise you, because holy crap. This boss fight is just ridiculous. But I will finish it, don't you worry. Because the item I get makes the entire rest of the game just so easy. Come on, man. Oh, man, come on. Oh, what the hell? Jeez. Yeah, those technical difficulties have now turned this into 2 episodes, because this fight is literally an episode unto itself. Oh, come on. This guy is... whoa. Now for electricity, I know there's something you can wear that like absorbs it or something, and I've never been able to find out exactly what that is. Oh, it just got really fun. And it's getting to this point where it's just like, I'm at this cross where it's like, I'm like, oh, come on, you know, just keep going. You gotta be close. You gotta be close. Just a few more hits, and then it's like, oh wait, no, still not good. Like, I'm getting to this cross where it's just like, where like at the same time I feel as though this fight is going to end shortly and go on forever. And holy crap, it is not fun. I don't remember ever taking this long to do this fight. I remember it taking a while. I was fully expecting a good 15-20 minutes, but this is going on like 40 minutes or so. Just for this boss. Yeah. Oh man. Is it difficult? I'm not sure I want to say it's difficult. It's just, it's so long. It's taking so long to do this, and I have to do everything just right. It just totally messes me up. And ugh. This is one of those fights where I could legitimately see people just like trying this fight and getting to a point where they're just like, I am done with this game because of it. Of course, it may also be because I'm doing it so early too. But even still, man. Come on, man, just die. resort to this for a while. I gotta make sure I get my soul steals off. Of course. Critical 6. Oh, you don't want to know how much that pisses me off. Really, dude? Come on. Oh yeah, that's fun. When his recoil animation hurts me. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, come on. Oh, come on! Another thing I hate, like, any part of your contact and immediate 15 damage and you require that. Because he's so large, he like traps you in these corners too, and it's like, oh come on. This is worse, come on. This is it, come on. Oh, still going. Oh, he just kicked me. I'm gonna do this for a little while. I gotta get my hit points back. Oh, come on. I have an elixir somewhere. I'm gonna use that rather than deal with... all the crap involved with using soul save to get my health back. Hey man, where's my Alucard sword? cart. Come on. Well, I was able to kind of set a little bit of a reset button on the fight, but... Oh man, come on, this fight's going on 45 minutes. Oh man. Oh. Oh man, come on. Come on.
Don't feel.
I hate that so much. Like if he touches you, you go flying back.
Don't feel.
Come on. Just die already. Oh, come on, come on. I don't know that. Come on. Good, I get to go back to doing this now. Awesome. Okay. 24 hit points. Okay, that food did heal me. Do I have anything that would say that's strong versus lightning? I want something that would say possibly. I don't think I have anything that would make me all of a sudden start absorbing lightning. Actually, I think I'll get that out because that'll make the now we're getting hearts back. That looks better. Well, I'm dealing less damage now. I cannot have that. So it's low on the damage it was doing as it was. Can't have it going lower. That's bad. Oh man. Wait, how did my damage go down? Is it because of the time? Oh man, that's not cool. Yeah, it's because of the time. Oh man. The time on my game made my moonstone no longer work, so now I'm dealing less damage. Awesome. You know what? I'm gonna say fuck it. F it, my apologies for the swears, but at this point, if you're still watching, I figured you can put up with them. I'm gonna try and sort of glass cannon this a little bit, get my strength up some. And of course, he's not going to get me in a position where I can just hit him either, so... Yeah, there we go. Much better damage. I want to try and go with this. The reason why I didn't earlier is because when using the Ares ring, although you deal a lot more damage, your defense goes way down, cause you to take a lot more damage, so you have to be a lot more careful. Hopefully this will end this a little bit faster. Oh, come on, dude. How many hit points do you have?
Don't feel.
Come on. Yeah, see. And that's the only problem with having with that low defense. I take any hit and it hurts a lot. Oh, man, come on. What is it doing now? Finally dropped this guy. This fight took almost an entire hour. Yeah! burst into flames, die. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now, may not seem like I just got much from this guy, due to the fact that all he did was drop a life max up. Now in and of itself, it's not a big deal. However, in a room a little bit past this, there is an item I'm going to be getting. It's a relic. It's going to change one of my powers, and it's going to make the entire rest of this game so much easier, go by so much faster. It's basically, way to look at this, I guess, is all of the parts, all of the hard parts of this game were just condensed into that boss battle. I'm going to get this, and it's just going to be easy sailing. Ruby circlets. See this right here? This here. Obtained gas cloud. This is a relic that says transform into poisonous cloud. It makes your mist look like this, which I always think looks kind of like a fart cloud. But it makes it so that while in mist form, when you travel over guys, it damages them. Basically, it makes it so that you can damage enemies while not being damaged yourself. Essentially, I just got an easy mode for this game. I'm going to get back to the save point, and I'm going to save it, and I'm going to end this. To be honest, right now, as I'm saying this, with the technical trouble I had a while ago and that, I'm not sure if I'm going to post them as two separate parts, or as just one big part. I'll have to see how the editing works out and that. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. After this, should be pretty smooth sailing. Should be just kind of finishing up exploration and that, and then getting some of the items we need, and then going and killing Dracula. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.